Ceasar Alamo. What's up, man?
Was good, was good. We're back at it. It's episode 18, a new episode of Ignorant Banter. It's Ceasar Alamo, a.k.a. Slickback Jones the Don, a.k.a. Black Caesar.
It's Crazy P, aka CP, fried milk, fried malta, rice and beans, Haitian style. Yeah.
All right, it's a brand new episode of Ignorant Banter. We're back at it again with some brand new topics this a week to discuss, and our opinions are unfiltered, uncensored, unasked for opinions on different stuff. So, what's good with you, CP? What's going on?
Good, man. Just living the life, bro. So working, 9 to 5. Putting in work. That's about it.
True that. On my end, same old, feeling a lot better. Your boy sober now. Damn, that makes it sound really bad.
Damn, bro.
Makes it sound like I got an addiction. Nah.
Let's do a different take, bro. Let's take two.
Fuck that. Let's start this over. Shit.
The first step is is it admitting you got a problem? Is that the first step?
I think it's 12 steps.
I never been to a meeting, bro, so you gotta tell me.
I don't know what the 12 steps are, but I know there's a lot of sharing in those meetings, and that's one thing I would not do if I went to them shits. So yeah. I mean, like, skip me today. Let's just go on to the next person.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. I actually stopped drinking too. But it's more for my fitness. I'm trying to get back into working out, so hopefully I can get my gains back if I just put down the beer and the lick. You know what I mean? I might still have some a glass of wine every now and then, but yeah.
But the thing with beer, you know that it's like direct. It's like just basically you drinking a bag of bagels, if you had to put it visually. It's just a bunch of carbs, bro. So, I mean, I applaud you for not drinking.
Even though I love bagels, bro, I could take a whole bag of bagels, bro, and blend that shit, bro, and just drink it. Put some cream cheese, my nigga.
Man, I hope not.
Some cream cheese, bro, and just blend it. Woo. Protein, boy.
Yo, that's nasty as fuck. All right.
Stress.
All right, so let's get into it. Whose man's is this? That's a topic where we talk about people doing stupid shit. First up, XXX Tentacion, back again, our favorite rapper to talk shit about, and talk positively about, because we've said some really positive things about X in the past. But now this man shaved his eyebrows, dyed his hair white, put a damn palm tree in the middle of his forehead. Bro, whose man's is this? Like, first he had the allegation of domestic abuse, and now this man went ahead and just shaved his eyebrows. I mean, do what you want, I guess, but like, don't be a domestic abuser. That's all I gotta say. That's my whose man's is this.
Do you think he did it? Like, was there?
Oh, for sure, bro, for sure. Have you listened to his old lyrics, bro? Like, he definitely did it. And if you've seen his video for "Look at Me," you know this man is disturbed, bro. Like, he actually hung a little white child.
Oh, I did see that video, but you know what though? Okay, was there like, what was the meaning behind that though? Like, is he trying to say, like, yo, like, this is what you did to us? Like, how do you feel about that? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say, but I think he was doing it more so for the shock factor of it. I don't think he really is like out here a social activist, but I mean, who knows?
Damn. Well, at least he's trying to say something positive, even though it's kind of, extreme. But
it is. My thing is, I guess it's like you're scarring a kid, like you're putting a noose around a kid's head. But then there are people that could counter that argument and say, well, what about all the black kids that got to watch?
I'm about to say the same thing, bro. It's like
black people get shot on the news. But yeah, even though I get what he's trying to do, to me, that's still a little extreme.
Bro, I was going to say, bro, kind of like, at least this is, play acting. This is acting, bro. Them niggas did it for real to black kids, bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I mean, it's still, to new society. So I can kind of see, I can kind of see how, it's a little shock. But I mean, if you put it in perspective,
Yo, you're really out here defending putting a noose around a
because
little kid's neck, bro. But then his parents probably got paid really well for it. And yeah, and that's not even the weirdest thing in the video. In the video, he's riding this like lady dressed as a unicorn, and he uses a dildo to slap his teacher in the video. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck am I
oh, I
watching?
missed that part. I didn't really. Okay, that's what it was. That went over my head, bro. So
Yeah, a lot of the video went over my head, but I guess, creative expression, creative freedom.
yeah, I mean, um, okay. So moving on, my next or my husband is this goes to this white officer, and I don't know where the hell, like which city he's from. But anyway, he did a video in his car where he was talking about how he was in a diner somewhere, and there was this guy just looking at him the whole time as he was eating, and he was looking at the guy too, and pretty much the guy was in his head saying, "Yo, like you feel very uncomfortable like right now, like you feel like you're not relaxed, you're eating but you feel very tense, you know." And so the guy came up to him and said, "Hey man, like I know how I may look, how you may perceive me, and I'm not perfect, and I do have a past, but I want you to know if anything went off in this restaurant, I'll be the first one to back you or whatnot." And it's kind
Who
of
said
like,
that? The cop to the guy or the guy to the
oh,
cop?
that was the guy to the cop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
After he,
Yeah.
yeah, after they both ate, after he ate, he approached the cop and said, "Hey man, like uh, I know how you may perceive me based on how I look, but I want you to know if anything like happened here, I'll be the first to have your back or whatnot." And it took the cop by surprise, you know what I mean? Because obviously he had a bias against the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he put a video and said, "Hey, like all cops feel this way because like when you go somewhere, you judge people based on how they look. I mean, that's what we do as regular human beings. But as a cop, you do it even more because you like judge the person and you feel a threat based on how they look." And he's like, "Hey, we shouldn't be doing that." And I think it was dope that he was talking about, um, something that I think every cop has in their mind, bro. All that judgment, bro, it plays into how they interact and approach certain people just based on their own perceptions. You know what I mean? I think if more cops talked about it, it would create a dialogue to realize, hey, just because someone looks a certain way, it don't mean that they're about to attack you or rush you or pull a gun on you. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was dope that he was being transparent and give that talk, and it came from the heart. So yeah, I don't
I
know.
hope we see more of that. I hope that really starts a dialogue and some positivity around cops and all that.
Right, right. So, all right. Moving on to our next topic. Hot shit. And yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you go first, bro. What you got?
So my first hot shit is called Little Evil. It's this movie that just came out on Netflix this month. That shit is funny, yo. Like I was looking for shit to watch on Netflix and there wasn't really anything interesting. And I stumbled upon um, this little evil movie, and it's not explicitly funny, but that shit is just fucking hilarious. Like basically it's this guy that starts dating this woman, or he gets married to this woman, and then he finds out that the woman's son is the antichrist. Like this nigga is literally the fucking devil. And it's just like, and I love dark comedy, so it's just all the fucked up shit the son is doing, and like the son makes a clown catch on fire, and then the son told his teacher to go to hell, so the teacher jumps out the window and fucking dies. And then like, so it's really funny because the stepdad's trying to be cool with the stepson, but then like he walks into the stepson's room and the stepson's playing with a load of fucking puppet and the TV's out, and like there's this deep voice. He's like, "Get out." Yo, I died. I died.
What the fuck? I might check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check it out, man. It's really funny. It's really different from the humor that I'm watching, because a lot of the humor that we do watch, especially in the black community, it's like in your face humor. Like you just gotta bust out laughing, and that's it. But this shit is just so weird. It's just like dry humor kind of, but it's still funny as hell, and the dialogue's pretty good too. And it's with the same guy from Parks and Recreation. So check it out. Little Evil, funny as hell. And then the second one is Mad Men. It's about this advertising agent or executive in the 1960s, and basically he's in a really good position. He's in a good job. He has a wife. He has a kid. Oh, he has two kids actually. But then it's interesting to see how the dynamics were in the 1960s. What men could do, what women couldn't do. These niggas are drinking vodka and orange juice in the morning in their office. Like after every meeting, they're taking shots and drinking with each other. The women are smoking while carrying the children. It was just like a complete different world back then. And of course, I'm pissed seeing every time you see a black person, they're like in a, they're either like the elevator attendant or they're like the bartender. Like you don't see any black people in positions of power. So it's really a good reminder, not for me because I know shit was real back then, but for other people, like the people that be watching AMC, it's a reminder of how far we've come and how far we still have to go. So check out Little Evil and Mad Men. That's my hot shit.
Bro, I feel like I would be more productive at work if I could just like take a shot like after a meeting, you know what I mean? Or like just after, something goes down, just have a drink and go back to work. But you know what I mean? So
yeah, that would be dope. Like these niggas got the bottle in their fucking desk. They just pull it out. They got the cups ready, and they just mix. They just pour out shots. Like after every meeting, they're taking shots. Before meetings, they're taking shots. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people would be more productive.
For real, bro. Like what? It would be lit. If I ever create a company, bro, I'm definitely doing that shit, bro. Just having a bottle like on my desk, bro. So, anyways, all right. So my hot shit goes first to the Haitian president, President Jovenel, and I hope I'm saying that right. He did a Facebook Live thing with the people where he was talking about the budget for Haiti. And as you guys know, Haiti is a very poor country. It's very corrupt, all that kind of stuff. And I've never heard of a Haitian president that goes in front of the people and explains the budget, like explains what a budget is, how it works, and what the money is going to be doing exactly in detail, in all the different cities in Haiti. And I think that's kind of dope because I feel like, for us as a Haitian people to emerge and be better, like we have to learn, to want to pay taxes, because a big riot happened in Haiti because of this budget, because people didn't want to pay taxes and they didn't understand why it was a high budget. And I'm like, yo, this dude just went on a national television and explained in detail, that is to rebuild the Haitian palace, to build roads, in the outer cities or whatnot, to give lights to the people in the country. And I think, if more presidents would do that and would show the people exactly like where the money is going, in detail, so people know it's not being used to buy, cars and planes and houses, it would make for a better country. So that's just
I want to know where my money going. So I feel you on that.
Right. So, anyways, moving on. My next one, keeping it short, is Wyclef. Not his whole album. He just got a new album, Carnival 3. It's whatever. But he does have, however, a dope ass song on there called Borrowed Time, which is really it's really good writing. The music is phenomenal, and that's probably one of the only best songs on the album. But still, the song is super dope. And if you're out there, you're like a Wyclef fan, go check it out. The song's totally different, but it's very, very tight.
I didn't even know Wyclef made music still.
I don't know why he does it, but if we can get one good song out of 12, I'll take it, bro. And then lastly, there's a video, I don't know if you saw it, bro, of a rally or whatever, protest by white supremacies or whatnot, and some Black Lives Matter people showed up, and like they're like ready to shout back and forth and go into this war of words or whatnot. But come to find out, the leader of the white rally or whatever invited the leader of the Black Lives Matter to come up on stage and give him 2 minutes of his platform to speak. So the guy, black dude, came up there, bro, and spoke with passion, bro, for 2 minutes, and spoke what we want, like what they wanted, what they were for, and what they were against, and that we didn't want any handout from anybody. We don't hate the cops. We only hate bad cops, and that we just want our God-given right to freedom, liberty, and the other one or whatever. So, and the crowd cheered for the part that they agreed with, and the part that they didn't agree with, they booed. But regardless of the fact that they allowed this guy to speak for 2 minutes, he came to fight with words and protest. But instead, he got 2 minutes to speak, and the crowd heard him. And it's like, yo, that's what going forward looks like. It's not agreeing on with everything. It's like saying, hey, this is what we want, and let me speak. I let you speak. Hear my side. Let me hear your side. And if you agree, we agree together. If not, you can boo, but at least, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a fucking angry mob environment. I think that was kind of dope. I think if more rallies were able to do that and like kind of like have both people like just talk it out and like talk on the platform and let people hear each other, you would find that there's more in common than you think. And so I think that was dope. If you just look it up on Facebook, you could find it. And yeah, that's my last hot shot, bro.
That sounds pretty tight, man. That it sounds pretty tight that they're able to like be able to conversate and actually, in those rallies, I don't think people ever even hear what the other side is saying. So that's good. That's progress, at least. And it could have ended way worse, like South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, we have Word on the Streets. That's our hot topics for the week that we discuss. First up, we have Mr. Laugh at My Pain himself, Kevin Hart.
Kevin!
With a lot of pain.
Bruh.
At the moment. So basically, Kevin Hart got caught. Well, he didn't get caught. He basically came out on Instagram and said he apologized to his wife, never really said what he apologized for, but if you can use context clues, you figure that he cheated on his wife and that they were trying to extort money out of him. So what are your thoughts on that, bro?
First off, let me just say, first and foremost, that it was alleged that he cheated because the pictures and videos are not clear cut. You can't really see his face in there. It's a guy that has the same body type or whatnot. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean. But nah, real talk though, man. I'm a big Kevin Hart fan, and I was highly let down, bro. I don't know why I just felt like disappointed. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, bro, like Kevin, like he gives out this image that's so positive and so family oriented. And I'm not saying people are perfect. Everyone has flaws. You know what I mean? But I just didn't see that coming in a mile, bro. I'm like, really, Kevin? Out of like all people, like I was shocked. So I don't know how. I'm still like hurt about that shit, bro. You know what I mean? So
really, I mean, I'm gonna say that I'm not hurt at all, and I'm not a huge Kevin Hart fan. Like, I mean, I've been rocking with Kevin Hart since Soul Plane, which came out in like 2005, I think, or 2004, not sure. But I've been rocking with Kevin Hart since then, and then his success kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, he blew up and all that. But yeah, I'm not really disappointed in Kevin Hart. I'm not married to Kevin Hart, so he can go ahead and cheat all he want. Like, I really don't care. He could be out here having all kinds of affairs, which I think 99% of celebrities do. They just know how to keep it under wraps. It's like these niggas that fall into new money, that like get shocked by fame, that get caught off guard. But the niggas that have been doing it for years, they don't get caught, bro. Like, if Jay-Z didn't want to put out 444, no one would have known that he was cheating. So yeah, I'm not disappointed. I mean, like, shit, he's cheating, so what? Like, he's still funny. He's still Kevin Hart. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, with Jay-Z, bro, like they knew about this whole thing with Jay-Z because of Lemonade, right? But
Or because of the elevator.
and yeah, in the elevator. So either way, he got caught in that way. So nigga got caught. Sorry, Jay-Z.
But he could have made us forget though. Like they didn't have to address the elevator. I feel like they're like they're like, you know what, let's make money off of our struggles.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The thing is, so I agree with you that yeah, here's Kevin Hart. It's gonna be funny regardless. It don't matter if he cheats or not to us people, but it does matter because of the image he portrays. If you ever watch his interviews, right, like the way he speaks and the way, and if you watch his Instagram videos that he makes when he goes live, he blasts family, bro, and you know what I'm saying, to his fans. So it's kind of like if his image was like what's the other guy, the pimp guy, damn, what's his name, bro?
Cat Williams.
Yeah, if it was Cat Williams, I'm like, yo, nigga, like, yeah, it's Cat. You know what I mean? Like, I would expect that from Cat Williams because he doesn't portray a perfect image. You know, he has a family. He's not a family man in our eyes. But Kevin portrays heavily, you know, him being a family guy, bro. So it kind of like it hits hard because, like, yo, like, really, nigga, I'm about to buy your book to read that shit, nigga. I'm not buying that shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Boycott.
I'm not buying the book because I'm pretty sure the book is gonna be pushing family heavy, and I'm like, bro, like, nigga, it's one thing if you were just living the life and we're just living the one life, but if you're gonna live two lives, then I feel like cheated, bro. And I'm a big Kevin Hart fan, so that's why I kind of like hit me because I not only like Kevin Hart the comedian, but from when I see the interviews, I like Kevin Hart the person. You know what I mean? So, but
that's
yeah,
a good question. Should we separate the artist from the art, or the art from the artist? Like, can we appreciate the stuff that people do without getting all involved in their lives, who they're dating, who they're cheating on? I think, and I really do think we should. Maybe certain people we can't do that with. Like, I don't know, like if you're the president, then we can't. But if you're like Kevin Hart, I'm like, bro, that's fine. You can go ahead and cheat. Like, do what you got to do. That ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I'm not saying cheating is okay, but like I'm saying it doesn't personally affect me. Maybe because I'm not a big fan of Kevin Hart either. So maybe that's why.
yeah. I mean, and like I said, this is all alleged, people. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been Kevin's brother. It could have been someone that looks like him.
Could have been any short, dark-skinned black man.
Yeah, so like we don't know if that was Kevin. You know what I'm saying? I still don't believe it. So, but at the end of the day, bro, it happened. It just shows that everyone falls from grace, bro. Like it don't matter, bro. Like you gonna, but it's not that he fell from grace. Like I said, it's the fact that because how can I separate him from his art when he publishes and puts out his life in such a Cosby way? You know what I'm saying? Before Cosby fell off the throne, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you which Cosby.
Yeah, like the you know what I'm saying, like the Cosby before the rape charges. And so yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna hurt his pockets. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll come out. He'll be funnier. He's probably gonna have another special where he talks about all this shit and make mad money. So either way, it's a win-win for him in that sense. You know what I mean? It might be a lose for his image for now, but I'm sure he'll come back. So you know.
And you know what you mentioned about America loving to forgive? Like I think you mentioned a couple podcasts back. Like you do a little song and dance, you apologize, and America forgives you right then and there. So I mean, he's definitely not going to be hurt by this, and he's throwing like a baby shower for his wife, and they're all living perfectly fine and carrying on with their lives while the whole world is shocked. So I don't think that's an off for him. I still would buy a show to go see Kevin Hart. I probably wouldn't buy a book from him, which I wasn't going to buy a book from him in the first place, but
oh no, I'm not buying the book. I'll go see a show, but I'm not going to, if the book was like, you know, like the book is fake, bro. This is fake news if you think about it now. Cause like you can't be talking about how you have perfect like family life when you're doing this shit. It's kind of like a scam, bro. Hell no, I ain't buying the book. I go watch the show though, but I ain't.
He called his wife his rib, and now everybody making fun of it and calling her a McRib and all that shit. I'm like,
but it's crazy because he cheated on his first wife with her,
Right.
And then now, so then the same shit. So is he gonna leave her for the girl in the video? I don't know, bro. This is all gotta be fucked up.
Nah, she's not gonna leave. She's not gonna leave this wife, bro, because that's like, here's what happens. Celebrities always have two wives. They have the before the come up wife and then the after the come up wife. They always get rid of the before the come up wife, and then the after the come up wife, they stay with them for like a good 10, 15 years. So he's with her for a while. True. Until his post come up. Then you're gonna get like a post come up
wife. Damn, bro. Wife. So it's like you get 3 wives, bro. Pre, during, and post, huh?
Exactly. Yep. That's how it goes. That's what all celebrities do, bro.
Damn.
That's how it works. But yeah, shout out to Kevin Hart and his McRib. You know what I'm saying?
McRib. That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of people are making fun of that lady, talking about how you feel now. Kevin Hart did to you what you did to his first wife. I'm sure she feels pretty great. She about to have a $1 million baby and never have to work for the rest of her life. So I think people just need to chill out.
Isn't she a model? She's famous already, right?
I don't know.
I thought she was, but it don't matter.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to Kevin Hart's private life.
I do. I think he fucked up. I think if I was him, bro, I would have never came out and apologized for nothing, bro. I swear to God, I would never came out. I just kept doing my thing, bro, and just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? So.
But then they were gonna leak the photos, and they were trying to get money out of him.
They already leaked. It's already leaked, though. What do you mean?
But I think his apology came out before it was leaked or some shit like that.
Either way, it's still out, bro. So it's like, bro,
but at least you're not paying no money for it.
Nah, I wouldn't have paid shit. I'm like, yo, put it out. I would have put it out, and I would have made a whole stand up on that shit, bro. Make mad money from it. Shit.
I would have like, wrong. Actually, I was in Europe when this picture was taken. Get a whole team to like take pictures of me in Europe. And backdate that shit, you know what I'm saying? He got the money for it.
Bro, I would have done a whole like shebang, bro, and just did a whole special just on the video, bro. Like, why not? You might as well at that point. I think him apologizing was like, it was super like weird, bro. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know.
But I'm like, Kevin Hart, you just here to make people laugh. I don't care about your apology. I don't care about you cheating. Never thought you were faithful to begin with. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know who the McRib was.
Stop saying McRib, bro. I can't.
That's what she is. She's his McRib. That's what he said.
Oh, God. It's so funny, bro.
All right. Well, Kevin Hart. I feel like Kevin Hart can still be a good father, even though he cheated on his current wife while she's pregnant. I feel like he can still be a good father for his kids. If he take his kids to school, is there for them. He's a good role model outside of the cheating part. Yeah, bro. Like, you know how many kids don't have a millionaire father? So he might be a terrible husband, but he could still be a good father. But we don't know that.
Well, as long as he's still making us laugh, bro, let's keep it moving. So.
Yep. Get as many McRibs as you want.
That's the show. That's the podcast name, bro.
That's the title.
The title. Shit. All right. Moving on, bro. What's next?
Let's move on to the Emmys. So, the Emmys happened, when was that, last week? I didn't even know the Emmys were happening. I didn't even remember that the Emmys were a thing. I feel so disconnected. But the internet reminded me that the Emmys was happening because they had all these pictures on there. First of all, shout out to Issa Rae, my favorite. They asked her who she wanted to win. She was like, everybody black. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yep, that's right. That's true. Good answer. So I don't know if she won anything, but I know that Donald Glover won awards. Lena from Master of None won an award. And then I can't remember who else. Riz Ahmed, I hope I'm saying that right, from the show called The Night Of. He was in the OA. You remember the therapist from the OA?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good actor, so I'm sure it's well deserved. So all these people won Emmys, but
and the black guy from This Is Us too won pretty big.
Oh yeah, that's true. I've never watched it, so that's why I didn't even remember him.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Is it a good
It's
show?
a good show. I've watched a few episodes. I'm sure I might go back and start over again. But yeah, it's a pretty, heavy drama type show. But he does a really good job in there. So yeah.
True. That's what's up. So outside of that, wait, did you see the Emmys?
I did not, but thank God for the interwebs.
Yup.
I was able to look at all the hot replays or whatever. So um, from what I saw, man, I was happy for Glover, man. He got 2 awards. He got a big one for leading actor or leading role in Atlanta, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that was super dope. Who else? My only issue is when the girl from Master of None won for that episode.
Yeah.
Aziz
Lena?
Ansari went up there with her too because he's part of the thing.
Yeah.
But he didn't get to speak. I was like, that's kind of messed up, But
That is, especially since it's his show.
it's his show.
So
He didn't say a
they-
word, bro.
did they cut out the music before he got to speak, or what happened?
No, because I guess they only have a certain amount of time for you to say your thank yous. And when they both went up there, is her name Lisa? Is it Lisa?
Lena.
Alina, she spoke first.
Mm-hmm.
And after she spoke, you just both walked away. I was like, oh, well, okay. But I want to go see that episode because I tried watching Master of None, and I didn't know how good it's gonna get, but I might go back and watch and watch it again. So
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like, you got to be in a certain kind of mood to watch Master of None. You can't just watch it all the time. Some episodes are good, some are a miss. It's just I watch it when I want something that's like not violent, not a lot of sex, just something chill. It's not even that funny. It's just like watching someone live their real life, basically.
true.
But yeah, outside of that, we had Sean, Trash Guy, Spicer go on stage. Why, I don't know, but it proves to show that that America loves to forgive. That's all it is. America already forgave Sean Spicer, even though this man told so many lies in our country, is literally a liar, got caught on it so many times, embarrassed himself, made a fool out of himself. He's just trash. I don't know how he got to be at the Emmys. And then it was pissing me off that he was making a big joke out of the fact that people were making a joke out of him. Like, that really pissed me off. I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
Well, I read somewhere that people say that even though he tried to redeem himself by being there and doing that bit, that in reality he became the butt of the joke. If you think about it, because people are always gonna remember that and what he said, and it's kind of like he's gonna be defined for that moment. You know what I mean? And so I'm not sure if it was like if it helped his thing or if it hurt him, because I feel like it was really like him being a punchline, So that we really can't forget, and so I'm not sure people are gonna be like, oh, he's forgiven. It would be like, oh, Sean Spicer, the guy who what I'm saying, did all this shit that he became the butt of a joke on the Emmys. So I don't know.
It was still cringeworthy. Like, when he came out on the little podium, I was like, man, what the fuck is happening? And all the celebrities that were cozying up to Sean Spicer, I know that who y'all are, and y'all canceled. I'm boycotting all of y'all.
Wait.
Especially, what's his name? Stephen Colbert.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he came out during Sean Spicer's segment. He's the one that introduced him. Canceled. Fuck out of here.
He was the host, bro. He had to. What do you mean? He was the host.
I don't care. He is canceled. Canceled. Who else? James Corden, nigga. All you had to do was fucking drive a car and sing some fucking karaoke. But nah, you kissing Sean Spicer on the cheek, my nigga. What the fuck?
Canceled. Who else, bro? Who else?
I didn't see nobody else, but you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that like even remotely laughed at his joke, I'm about to go back. All of y'all canceled, bro. Canceled.
Stress.
Yup.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's kind of weird. I feel like sometimes you shouldn't mix politics and entertainment like that. You know what I mean? Especially at a show like that. But, everything right now is
right now is everything's entertainment. All our politics is entertainment.
Right. For real, bro. That's crazy. So
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I didn't know about it. Maybe I'll watch the one next year. Who knows? All right, moving on to fuck you mean, bro. So this one goes back to my nigga Kevin Hart again. Well, his mistress. Well, sorry, his alleged mistress, people, because this has not been proven 100% yet. We need to be able to um identify the photo and make sure it's a real thing.
Yo,
Anyway,
you dead ass Kevin Hive, bro. You're like Kevin Hive right now.
bruh. All right.
You're like, I need DNA, I need
Bruh.
semen, I need proof of everything.
He didn't do it, bro. He didn't do it. I got you, Kevin. All right. My fucking man goes to the mistress, bro. Bitch came out with a lawyer talking about, oh, I'm a victim, I'm an actor and producer, whatever she said. I'm not a stripper. I'm like, yo, why all these strippers that do this like are actors and producers, bro, and
Yeah,
models?
actors, singers.
It's like,
they got a
what?
mixtape coming out, and it's like, even if I wanted to believe you, the fact that you don't have a real job makes me believe that you're actually scamming somebody.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So I'm real tired of like these things happening, and then the next day there's a press conference with a fucking lawyer, and the lady just speaking
That
like
same
not
lady.
yeah the same lady, yeah, the same lawyer lady every time, bro. And then
Yup.
I don't know, it sounds like it's stupid, bro. That's why I'm like, yo, people should, I don't know, it's pissing me off because like, why am I watching? Why is this on national television? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. That's my fucking mean, bro. So
All right, so I got two fuck you means. The first one is to Trump. Trump, stop talking to North Korea
we
if
gonna
you don't
die.
want no problems. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna die, bro.
We are gonna be dead. We're all dead.
Canceled. Canceled North Korea,
Canceled.
bro.
Yup. North Korea's canceled.
Canceled.
Trump has already been canceled, bro.
Stress.
But here's what I think we should do. I think everybody that voted for Trump should gather in the same geographical area, preferably like Oregon or like
Alaska.
Alaska. Yup, there we go. Exactly. Because we got that little buffer of Canada right there. So
Yeah.
it's not like if some shit goes down, by the time it gets to us, it's going to be filtered out by Canada. But yeah, okay. So this is what we're going to do. If you voted for Trump, everybody, you got to go to Alaska. And then when North Korea fires on that ass and hits Alaska, all of y'all just gonna have to deal with the heat. All of y'all and Trump. And then the people that didn't vote for Trump, all of y'all can stay in the rest of America, and we just gonna thrive. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna prosper.
I'm for that, bro. Let's do it. Shit.
Yep. That's the plan. So King Jong Un, if you're listening to this, yeah, make sure that you go at your boy in Alaska. Trump, make sure you get ready to catch that missile in Alaska, very far away. So yeah,
Trying to get us killed by the feds, bro. I can't believe you saying this on the air right now.
yeah, bro.
CIA. I am not a part of this. Okay.
Yo,
so y'all
no,
know.
Crazy Pete. You know what I'm saying? He lives in Florida. Find this nigga.
Stress.
I'm not going down alone. My next fuck you mean goes to the police after Hurricane Irma. After Hurricane Irma, a lot of the lights were down, and in some places they had a cop car in the middle of the intersection, and they had like a stop sign that they put, like a makeshift stop sign that the cops put up, so that way at every light that was out, people knew to stop. But by my house, there was none of that shit. So I was coming from the club late, and I was driving home, and there was a light. I didn't see it. And I kept going, and I got pulled over by the police. These niggas pulled me over. They're like, have you been drinking? It's 4 a.m. Where did you come from? I was like, I came from the club. And they're like, have you been drinking? I'm like, nope. And I sure was not drinking. Shout out to my stomach, you know what I'm saying? Because of my stomach, your dog was just getting hydrated, drinking water, and just being healthy, being the designated driver. Got pulled over, was not drinking, was very sober. So shout outs to that. God is watching. God is good. But yeah, anyways, I ended up getting a ticket because I didn't see the light and I ran it. And he's like, yeah, you're going 50 miles an hour. If another car is going 50 miles an hour, you're going to crash. And I was like, well, I mean, that should be a reason to have a stop sign or at least a cop car over there. And he's like, well, we can't control what the city does, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, you know what? Like, whatever. I'm not about to be a statistic on the news. I just took the ticket and went on about my way. So, yep. Well, not technically the police, but the city of where I live, like, y'all, it's really dangerous that you guys didn't have a stop sign in that intersection. So that's who my fuck you mean goes out to.
All right, I got a few questions. One,
Yeah.
First of all, why are you always getting pulled over? Every time we have a podcast, bro, you always got pulled over like by the cops. Okay, don't answer that question. Two, so the cop just believed you that you were not drinking?
Yeah, he believed me.
Oh shit! Maybe
I mean, you couldn't smell any alcohol. I looked very sober. It was 4 a.m, and I was like, shit, what you want me to do? You want me to walk backwards, do a fucking cartwheel? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Break dance. I got you, my nigga.
Now, what if it was
I wasn't sweating at all.
What if it was like say the alphabet backwards while going in the line?
Bro, I would have did all that shit. I was hype. I was ready.
But that's cool, man. I feel like Trump and all his supporters and all the bad cops and all the bad city officials should all go to Alaska, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just make one thing, you know?
Yep. I agree. Everybody needs to go to Alaska that supports Trump, all the bad cops. Who else? Animal activists.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, R. Kelly. Kevin Hart and his ribs. Everybody.
McRibs, bro. Stress.
Right,
Okay.
So let's move on. Black Proverbs. I'll let you go.
All right. My Black Proverbs is from Stephen A. Smith, which goes, fair is a place where they judge pigs. Which pretty much he's talking about how, you know, life ain't gonna be fair. You just gotta do what you gotta do and make it happen. You know what I mean? So you can't be lazy, can't be looking for shortcuts, and you just gotta do you, and like whatever comes your way, figure out a way to get over it and succeed, because you know it's never gonna be fair for you, for your friends, or your family. It's just that's just how it is. And so I fuck with it. It's pretty real. And yeah, that's my Black Proverbs.
Next time I skip somebody in line at Publix and they say it's not fair, I'm going to be like, fair is a place where they judge pigs.
Exactly, bro.
Damn, try to get me killed out here, bro.
For real.
All right, so my Black Proverb is from the one and only Gucci Mane, and it says, we all important, but I'm fascinating. And he tweeted that on September 19th. So that's the word from Gucci himself, the prophet. Just remember that all lives matter, but yours is the most important.
All right. There you have it. Now we need a sponsor for this episode 18.
So the sponsor is Pollo Tropical. Right now they got half chickens for $5.99. Now I'm saying get that with a jupina.
Bro, I feel like we already did this already. Didn't we do the jupina?
No, but it was jupina by itself.
Oh, true.
Pollo Tropical. $5.99 half chicken with rice and beans included. So that's a steal right there. If you're not trying to cook, get that from Pollo Tropical, our sponsors. And some sweet plantains on the side, and it's lit.
All right. And also shout out to that sauce they be having, bro. Is it a garlic sauce? You know what I'm talking about? No, cilantro.
Yeah.
Cilantro sauce.
Yeah, cilantro garlic. Yup.
That's lit. All right. And before we go, like, we got one question. Our first question in today, from Michelle from Alabama. And her question is, how do you guys find the motivation to record every week? So what do you think, bro?
Shout out to Michelle for that question. I think my motivation comes from it comes from everyday life, you know, like the frustrations I feel, the dissatisfaction I feel with certain things. Like when I was mad at the cops for pulling me over, I was like, man, I can't wait to get on my podcast and talk shit about these niggas. So that really motivates me to keep going. I don't think it's really about the amount of listeners we get or about like getting fame or money out of it. It's just a way of expressing myself, and that's my motivation. What about you?
Yeah, I would say the same thing, man. So it's an outlet for us to express ourselves, to say fuck the world, you know what I'm saying, and get off all of our frustrations out, you know what I'm saying. And if we get signed by Kevin Hart, we ain't gonna accept, bro, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't real. But,
nah, bro, nah, Kevin, sign us, bro.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, bro. Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? You ain't do that shit, bro. I believe in you. But nah, it's an outlet.
Shout out to Kevin and his ribs, bro. Listening to the
and just every week I look forward to our recording just to know that some shit happened either in my life or Caesar Alamo's life. We can just talk about, and at least one person out there could relate to it, you know what I'm saying, and learn something from it. So and if you got any more questions, guys, like Michelle from Alabama, send us your questions to ignorantbanter@gmail.com. We're also on Twitter. We're also on SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. So hit us up. Yep.
And make sure to comment on the SoundCloud. So as you're listening to this podcast, or if you go back and listen to any old episodes, make sure to comment. We love interacting with our listeners. We love hearing your feedback. Whatever you're thinking, just write it in the comments or tweet us, ignorant_banter.
Bet.
All right, so this has been another successful episode of Ignorant Banter with your boy Black Ceasar, a.k.a. Ceasar Alamo, a.k.a. Slickback Jones the Don.
It's Crazy P, a.k.a. CP, a.k.a. Not McRib, you know what I'm saying? We out here, fried rice, fried beans, fried matzo, Haitian legume, sports shake, all that shit. Episode 18, we live, we out here. Yeah.